Welcome to my new life resolution. Now that I'm actually recording. Happens. Today is one of those rare days in Central Ohio where we're experiencing some very good weather, so I'm going to take advantage of that and driving over to Scioto Grove Metro Park, and I'm going to do a couple loops on the REI River Trail. So next year I am attempting 2 mammoth marches. The first one is in Versailles or Versailles. I don't know how they say it in Indiana at their state park there. And it's on June 28th, 2025. The next one is at Cuyahoga Valley National Park in September 21st, 2025. So one of the first things I'm doing to prepare for that is, well, getting outside and hiking. So before I start hiking here a little bit and talking, I'll go ahead and shoot a little bit of video and show you at least what I'm doing for the Mammoth March. Now eventually I'm going to be getting into backpacking as well on this channel, but I have to go through some things first. I'm a sleep apnea sufferer. Now I have mild sleep apnea versus the severe that I used to have when I weighed a lot more. So January I have a appointment to go get fitted with an oral appliance, which means I can leave the CPAP behind. So that's a goal for next year, is to do a backpacking. Okay. But I'll show you right now what gear I'm taking with me on the Mammoth March, at least the backpack. I'm not going to delve into the stuff that I'm going to have in my loadout, because I don't have my loadout with me right now. The weather's going to be different probably for both of these events. We're probably going to see, I would say, between 80 and 90 for the June one, and we're probably talking about this weather for the one at the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. Plus, the terrain is going to be slightly different. Most of the Indiana one is pretty nice. Some hills, but not massive hills, except for one section which is 25% grade. Then that's 25% up and down, or down then up, or something like that. But then Cuyahoga, I think the worst I looked at was, at least for the trail maps from this year, that was 14% maximum grade. So one of the things I'm going to do differently this year is hill training. If I can't go outside, like, we're getting to the point with the weather where I'm going to have troubles with outside. So, because it is Central Ohio, snowy, kind of can't really go. Well, you can, and I plan on doing some hikes in the winter, but I just have no desire to do it in snowy weather. So, but the other thing too is there's not a lot of hills in and around Central Ohio. I have to actually go drive a distance to get to some hills. So, all right, now that I'm here at Scioto Grove Metro Park, I'm going to go ahead and hop out. I'm going to show you the pack I'm going to take with me on the Mammoth March. That's my plan. Unless something changes, I'll share with that on the channel here, if that's the case. So let's go ahead and check out the gear I'm going to, at least the backpack I'm going to carry. Okay, this is the Osprey Stratus 24, and I believe it's a car. I don't know what color it is. It's their red color they have in the men's. Stratus 24 is the men's pack. It's got this nice handle on the back. It's got this big compartment down the middle here, and then the one on the outside here. And there's also got one. See, is there one up here? No, there's not one up there, but there's one right here. And then there's also one up by the pack head. Got the 2 water bottle holders on each side. I am water bottle holder, although this can fit a hydration pack. So here's the back, and one of the reasons I picked this, and this is the exact same pack that I hiked with for the Southeast Ohio event last year. But one of the reasons is this suspension, and this pack is just incredible. I like it. It's got these hip belt pockets. I'm going to try and figure out a way to make those a little easier to open and close when I am on trail. But this is, so far, the pack I'm going to be carrying. It does have the ability to carry your trekking poles deployed. And it's just an overall nice pack. Alright, here we go. This is an easy trail I'm on here today. Got my Osprey on the back. And got a couple water bottles with me today. One's a Circle, the other's a Camelback full of element. Watermelon today. Watermelon salt. So this park looks very different. If you've followed me on social media, there may be video of me doing parts of this trail in the middle of the summer, and lots more leaves and stuff. So today I'm doing 2 loops, which is gonna be right around 4 miles. Nothing drastic. It's not really the time. It's one of those days where and one of the most important things when training for events is knowing your body as I walk along the trail here. So as I'm on call this week, there's the additional stress of having to carry the work phone and just the distraction of always having that with you. Like I have it with me right now. It's in my one pocket over here. And I can get paged at any time. Actually, I have my work laptop with me. I left it back at the trailhead in the car. I'm fully confident of where I am, that this will be fine. But this kind of gets out to one of the most important things I discovered along my weight loss journey here is just to make sure that you get out and move. You know, today was a day I really was planning on going to the gym today, but I decided not to because the weather was nicer and I'd much rather be outside. In the summer months, I don't do much gym work, although that might change this year, because I'm not just gonna try and attempt these hikes. I want to defeat them. I want to finish both mammoth marches I'm attempting this year. Well, then after the last one, sorry, I had to poke my sunglasses back up my nose. But after the last one, I'm gonna attempt a 10K race. So I'm constantly gonna be training for all of these events. And there may be a 5K or another 10K intermixed in. I think I might try the Gordy's pumpkin run. That might be what I do. Another in the fall, but as you can tell, all the leaves are already off the trees. So the metro parks did a lot of mitigation here for making sure there are no fires in the park here. But with the leaves down and almost covering the trail entirely, kind of makes it hard to find the trail if you're not familiar with it. And actually too, here, like for example here, you can go this direction, but the actual trail I'm on actually goes this direction. So I think that's an alternative run for in this park in the spring. We typically get a lot of rain. So, and if you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording here, and I'll throw in some video here and there as I go along the trail. But before I do that, check out the beautiful Scioto River. Gorgeous. And we're real close to Columbus, so. All right, time to get some hiking in. All right. On the upper half of the trail right now. Just having a great time here. And, just the goal of just getting out here is kind of clear my mind. You know, it's one of the important things with getting exercise is not just to get better physically, but also mentally. Yeah. Some of the things I do when I'm out here, now here I'm on a paved section here. Nice thing about these metro parks is we'll get a natural trail, paved trail, now I'm on dirt trail. Really get some of the experience. Granted, this isn't that challenging of a trail. It is a easy trail in all trails. But it's just great to be out here. Very peaceful. One thing that's really interesting here is I'll go through stints when I'm out on this trail where I'm seeing a lot of people. Then I'll have times like this where it's just me and the trail. This is what I mean by being peaceful, by it being peaceful. The other thing too, you can just see how much God in his artistry changes the area you're hiking in from season to season. I did a lot of hiking here in the summer, and all of this is just all green, lots of wildflowers. It's all gone now, as it's now getting close to winter. And here we are, the beautiful Scioto River. You know, people might ask me, well, why do I do this? Why do I go put myself out for these events? And I used to ask myself that years ago. I'm like, why do I want to pay $100? You know, anywhere from $60 to $100
to go hike in the woods with 1,000 of my best friends. I'm kidding, they're not my best friends, but you know what I mean. I think it's because I never imagined myself to be healthy enough in order to do this. In their church, we sing a song, and I'll sing a little bit of it here. Haven't sang it in a while, but it goes a little something like this. We have decided to follow Jesus. We have decided to follow Jesus. We decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. And that's where I'm bound and determined to keep pushing myself to do these things. Jesus put me on this earth to do something. What that is, I don't think he's yet revealed it to me. But if me doing this, putting myself out there on YouTube, if that ends up resulting in something positive, ultimately my hope is that everyone who watches this video comes to follow him. That's my wish. But even if you just go out there, go out in the woods, go get healthy, go get some exercise. Social media has a term that says, go touch grass. It's ironic that in this world that we've had God's creation here for, well, ever since we've been here. But what we do, especially on a Sunday like this, we park ourselves in front of the TV and get angry when our football team doesn't win a game. Well, some people do. This guy doesn't. Much rather be out here. Now sometimes I'm out here, I'll be out here training or doing a hike here. The way I look at it here is, this isn't the trail that I need to train on. It's not very challenging, but it's better than nothing. Just like there's going to be days, and I probably won't record many of those days. All I do is go to the gym, do my strength training, and go do some cardio, and that's it. Or days I just go to the gym and do cardio. It's kind of hard to record myself and kind of boring too. I mean, the gym doesn't look as beautiful as this. I don't know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But for me, this is beauty. This is much preferable to me duking it out on the treadmill. There might be a time that I end up, instead of walking the trail like this, running the trail, do trail running. We'll see. Like I said, there's no turning back. This is my new life resolution. is to stay healthy. One of my hobbies I may end up sharing here on the channel is amateur radio. My grandfather was the original Whiskey 3 Romeo Alpha Zulu W3 RAZ. And so I love ham radio. Don't get to do it as much because we have this magical thing that we all have to do, and that's work. Eventually I'll get to do more radio, but one of the things with ham radio is you'll see people, maybe 10, 20 years older than me, riding around in a scooter because they can't walk anymore. Sometimes it's fair. Sometimes they have some sort of thing that degenerated their ankles, knees. Sometimes it's because they neglected themselves. Instead of getting out and touching grass, they sat on that couch, watched some football, turned on the radio. And talked about their back pains and stuff on the radio with the ham radio world. But that's not going to be this man. This is my desire, is to honor God. And by taking care of myself, I'm doing that. It means I'm going to be around for my family. It means I'm going to be able to retire and to continue to do things in this world. But if I just gave up, didn't do these events, that wouldn't make me very much of a good person, would it? At least I don't think so. It's so peaceful walking out here. So peaceful. At 2.62 miles, I'm on the second loop. I want to do some hiking and get this done. All right, so I'm about back to the car here, finishing up the hike. Lining up, let's see, we're about 3.75 miles. Nice and easy hike. So this is just one of the ways I do the things I need to do to prepare for this hike I got coming up. Again, this is my new life resolution. Take care. God bless.